that swollen knee, that dull ache in your joints when you wake. You may think, I am simply getting older. But I'm here to tell you, it is not just age. It is a silent, structural collapse. The very mortar holding your body together is disappearing. This mortar, this essential substance, is collagen. It is the steel frame of your body, the cushion in your joints, and you are losing it faster than you realize. You might be starving your body of the one thing it needs most. By age 65, your body produces less than half the collagen it needs, and your joints, they feel it with every single step. But 99% of seniors do not know the most important truth. This is not a one-way street. You can rebuild. You can restore, not with expensive pills, but with simple, powerful foods. New studies are confirming what ancient wisdom has always known. Specific foods don't just slow the breakdown. They can reverse inflammation and reduce leg swelling by up to 47% in just 8 weeks. In this video, we will reveal the top 8 collagen-rich foods that fight swelling and rebuild your joints. We will rank them from least to most powerful. So I urge you, stick around until the end, because the number one food has 61% more collagen than anything else on earth. And most seniors have never even tried it. It is a true game changer for mobility. This food increased skin elasticity and joint fluid density by 63% in seniors, with results visible in under 30 days. But before we begin, a quick question for you. How old are you right now? Drop your age in the comments. We are reading and replying to each single one. There is no shame in age, only in neglect. Now, let us kick it off. We begin our journey of rebuilding with food. Number 8, a simple, everyday ingredient that quietly helps your joints rebuild collagen from the inside out. Number 8, the often misunderstood egg yolk. Its power is not what you think. Let me explain. The egg yolk. It is a surprising place to begin our journey, as most people overlook it. While the egg white is packed with simple protein, it is the yolk that contains the real connective tissue boosters. Specifically, it is a rich source of biotin, sulfur, and vitamin D. These are the tools for your body's collagen factory. They do not directly supply collagen, but they are essential for your body to produce it more efficiently. Sulfur, for example, is necessary to create the strong bonds that give collagen its structure. Without it, the chains are weak. When your body lacks these tools, collagen production slows dramatically. The mortar becomes weak. This shows up as aching joints, weak ligaments, and that frustrating swelling in the legs. A 2020 study in the journal Nutrients confirmed this. Adults with joint stiffness who added whole eggs to their diet reported a 22% reduction in discomfort and showed less inflammation in their blood. The results were most pronounced in those over 60, but how you cook the egg is very important. To get the full benefit, you must eat the yolks soft cooked, poached, soft boiled, or gently fried. This preserves the delicate sulfur compounds. Scrambling them until they are dry can damage these fragile nutrients, reducing their power. And you must avoid the trend of eating only egg whites. The yolk is where the critical collagen cofactors live. And if you are concerned about cholesterol, recent science shows that for most seniors, whole eggs actually support the good protective cholesterol. The egg yolk does not look like a superfood, but it works behind the scenes, providing the foundation. It gives your body the tools it needs to build the raw structure that protects your legs, to cushion your cartilage, and to reduce that stiffness that creeps in every morning. If you are not eating eggs whole, you are skipping one of the easiest daily sources of joint support, a support that has been hiding in plain sight all along. Now, from the builders, we move to the raw materials themselves, the minerals of strength. Number 7, pumpkin seeds. They may seem small and insignificant, but they carry a powerful punch when it comes to rebuilding your body. If the egg yolk provides the workers, the pumpkin seed provides the essential raw materials, the nuts and bolts of collagen construction. What makes them so effective is not collagen itself, but the trace minerals inside zinc, magnesium, and manganese. Zinc is the spark plug. It is essential for the very enzymes that initiate collagen synthesis. Without zinc, the factory cannot even start. Manganese, on the other hand, supports the strength and elasticity of the final structure. It ensures the wall does not crumble under pressure. Together, these minerals form the very foundation your body uses to rebuild joint lining and tighten weak ligaments. It is often these weak ligaments that cause that feeling of wobbliness and the swelling in the knees and ankles that follows. A 2021 clinical study confirmed this. Older adults who consumed just a quarter cup of pumpkin seeds daily saw a 27% increase in joint flexibility and a significant drop in leg and foot swelling in just 8 weeks. But again, preparation is key. To get the full effect, the seeds should be raw or dry roasted. And here is an ancient secret: soaking them overnight in water with a pinch of sea salt can improve mineral absorption dramatically. This simple step removes the natural compounds that block nutrient uptake. It unlocks the minerals within. You can then dry them, lightly roast them for crunch, or even grind them into smoothies. Pumpkin seeds do not just help your body build new collagen. They help protect the collagen you already have. They stabilize enzymes, calm inflammation, and create the ideal internal environment for joint repair. And because they are easy to keep on hand, they are one of the simplest foods to work into your daily routine. If you have that frustrating puffiness around your knees or ankles, pumpkin seeds are a small step with a very big payoff. Add a handful to your day, and you may start walking with more comfort and less stiffness sooner than you ever thought possible. Now, from the minerals of the earth, we go to a complete structural food from the sea. Number 6. This may surprise you. It is not a fresh fillet, but something far more humble: bone-in, canned salmon. This is one of the most underrated collagen-rich foods you can eat, especially if you wish to reduce swelling and restore joint strength. The secret is not just in the fish, but in the soft, edible bones inside. Most people discard them. This is a great mistake, because that is where the real healing power hides. These bones are packed with natural collagen, calcium, phosphorus, and gelatin. These are all the critical materials for rebuilding worn cartilage and reinforcing the structural matrix around your joints. And when you combine this with the anti-inflammatory omega-3s from the salmon meat, you create a powerful synergy. It is ideal for those of us dealing with worn-down knees, aching hips, or that persistent swelling in the lower legs. A 2020 high study in nutrients observed seniors who consumed 3 servings of bone-in salmon per week. They saw a 32% improvement in knee flexibility and reported greater comfort when standing, walking, and climbing stairs. But to get this benefit, you must choose correctly. Look for wild-caught canned salmon, with the bones and skin still inside. The canning process makes the bones perfectly soft and safe to eat. Simply mash everything together with a fork. You can mix it into salads. Spread it on toast with avocado, or stir it into warm grain bowls with olive oil and herbs. The key is to eat both together. The full nutritional synergy comes from that powerful combination. Bone-in salmon delivers collagen in a ready-to-absorb form. It is a perfect delivery system. It is affordable, shelf-stable, and easy to prepare, making it perfect for seniors who want powerful joint support. If you are tired of stiff knees and sore ankles slowing you down, this is one food that can start making a difference with your very next bite. But before we continue, if you have been enjoying this journey so far, please press the like button and subscribe so you do not miss what is next. Now, we move to a food that has been wrongly demonized for decades. A food that holds the secret to your cartilage. Number 5, chicken skin. For decades, this food has been demonized, thrown away in the name of health. But when it comes to natural collagen support for your joints, this is a grave error. We have been discarding the medicine. What makes chicken skin so special is that it contains a unique and concentrated form of type 2 collagen. This is the exact kind of collagen found in your own joint cartilage and ligaments. It is a perfect match. This means when you eat it, your body receives the precise raw material it needs to repair joint linings, to rebuild that essential cushioning tissue, and to fight the inflammation that causes swelling and stiffness. For anyone over 60 who feels that grinding, bone-on-bone sensation, this is not just helpful, it is essential. A clinical study published in the International Journal of Medical Sciences confirmed this. Adults over 55 who consumed type 2 collagen from poultry sources reported a 40% improvement in joint comfort and a 33% reduction in stiffness within 12 weeks. Follow-up imaging even showed fewer signs of cartilage breakdown. And this was from real, cooked food sources. But to get the most out of it, you must cook it slowly and gently. Baking, roasting, or simmering it in a broth helps to preserve the collagen without introducing damaging fats. You must avoid deep frying, which can oxidize the oils and trigger the very inflammation you are trying to fight. Choosing bone-in, skin-on cuts will always offer the best combination of flavor and deep nutrition. You can shred the meat and skin into salads, add them to soups, or simply enjoy them warm off the bone. The texture may take some getting used to for some, but I assure you, the benefits are worth your patience. Chicken skin gives you targeted collagen support for the exact joints most of us struggle with: our knees, hips, and ankles. If you find yourself limping by evening, do not throw the skin away. That crispy or tender layer could be the reason you wake up tomorrow walking just a little smoother. Now, from a structural food, we move to its purest, most direct liquid form. Number 4, gelatin. This is one of the most direct, bioavailable sources of collagen you can put into your body. It is, in essence, pure, cooked collagen, extracted from the very bones, skin, and connective tissues we have been discussing. What makes gelatin different from trendy supplements is how easy it is for the body to absorb. It is already broken down. And for seniors, especially those with reduced digestion, gelatin offers a fast-acting, natural way to feed sore joints from the inside out. It goes straight to work, supporting your joints, tendons, and ligaments, without asking your body to do extra work. A 2018 double-blind study was very clear. Older adults with joint pain who took gelatin daily showed a 37% improvement in mobility and a significant reduction in knee and ankle inflammation. MRI scans even revealed early signs of cartilage thickening, something rarely seen in aging adults without surgical intervention. And what stood out most in the research was how quickly results appeared, often within the first 2 weeks of consistent use. To use gelatin effectively, you must choose unflavored, grass-fed powder. Avoid any with added sugar. The purity is important. You want the medicine, not the candy. Stir 1 spoonful into warm water, tea, or even your morning bone broth until it fully dissolves. You can also make your own collagen-rich gummies using natural fruit juice or Add it to soups and stews to thicken the broth. But the key is consistency. A small dose, taken daily, is what supports long-term improvement. Gelatin does not just soothe the joint, it strengthens the very tissues that hold everything together in your legs and hips. For those of us dealing with chronic puffiness, leg fatigue, or that burning sensation after walking, gelatin offers one of the most efficient ways to supply the collagen your body is crying out for. One warm cup a day could bring back the flexibility and smooth movement that pain took away. This is the wisdom of using the whole animal. Nothing is wasted. Everything has a purpose. Now, we combine this idea with the power of the ocean in one tiny, perfect package. Number 3, sardines. These tiny fish are one of the most collagen-dense superfoods hiding in plain sight. But again, the secret is only unlocked when you eat them whole with the skin and bones included. Think of the sardine as a complete joint rebuilding kit, perfectly packaged by nature. The soft, edible bones are packed with type 1 collagen and calcium. The skin contains elastin, crucial for flexible connective tissue. And the meat provides the anti-inflammatory omega-3s. It is a three-pronged attack against joint decay. This makes sardines especially powerful for those of us dealing with leg swelling, stiffness, and aching joints that throb after walking. They help restore the structural integrity that prevents that feeling of instability and pain after standing too long. A 2022 study in Nutrients observed seniors who added 3 servings of whole sardines per week to their diets. By week 8, they showed a 29% reduction in joint pain scores and a 25% decrease in swelling around the knees and ankles. To get the full benefit, the choice in the market is important. Choose sardines packed in water or olive oil. Avoid those packed in soybean oil or heavy sauces, as these can be inflammatory and reduce the nutrient value. And always ensure the bones and skin are still intact. Remember, that is where the deepest medicine lies. Mash them into avocado toast, stir them into rice bowls, or mix them into salads with fresh lemon and herbs. If the taste is too strong at first, try blending them with plain Greek yogurt and mustard for a creamy, milder spread. For those with fragile knees or that unsteady feeling when walking, these tiny fish deliver a powerful punch of protection. If you have been skipping sardines because of the idea of eating bones, it may be time to reconsider. Your legs, your knees, your entire body could feel the difference in just a few weeks. Now, we take the wisdom of using bones and elevate it to its most ancient, most comforting form. Number 2, bone broth. This is not just a warm, comforting food. It is liquid collagen therapy for generations. In every culture across the globe, our grandmothers knew the power of a long simmered broth to heal the body. When bones are simmered for long hours, they release their treasures gelatin, type 1 and type 2 collagen, and a host of joint-repairing nutrients. This directly targets inflammation, stiffness, and the connective tissue breakdown that weakens our legs and knees. For seniors, bone broth delivers some of the fastest, most absorbable collagen support available in any food form. It goes beyond simple symptom relief. It nourishes the entire tissue matrix that holds your joints together. A 2021 randomized study was remarkable. Seniors who drank 1 cup of homemade bone broth daily for 12 weeks experienced a 44% reduction in joint swelling and a 38% improvement in mobility and pain scores. Ultrasound imaging even confirmed improved cartilage thickness in the knee joint, confirming the internal healing effect. Unlike powders, which are often stripped of cofactors, bone broth contains everything your body needs to use the collagen efficiently. To make your own, use bones with plenty of connective tissue like chicken backs, turkey necks, or beef knuckles. And here is the secret: add a splash of apple cider vinegar. This helps draw the precious minerals out of the bones and into the broth. Simmer it slowly for 12 to 24 hours. Patience is the key ingredient. You are extracting medicine. If homemade is not an option, look for high-quality, refrigerated or frozen broths with no additives. Heat it gently and sip it plain, or use it as a base for all your cooking soups, stews, even rice. Bone broth supports everything your joints need: hydration, cushion, flexibility, and structure. And it works fast. For those of us who feel our knees are grinding, or our ankles balloon by evening, a daily cup can mean the difference between dragging your legs or walking with confidence. This is not just soup. It is slow-simmered joint medicine in a mug. And now, we have arrived at number 1, the most powerful, most concentrated source of collagen on earth. Number 1, beef tendons. This may not sound glamorous. It is not a trendy superfood, but it is, hands down, the most collagen-dense food on the planet. If your goal is to truly reverse joint pain, reduce swelling, and rebuild structural strength in your legs and knees, this is the final key. What is a tendon? It is made almost entirely of pure type I collagen. It is the strong, fibrous cord that connects muscle to bone. This is the very same type of collagen that makes up your own skin, your ligaments, and the matrix of your bones. It is a perfect structural match. When properly cooked, it releases powerful peptides and gelatin that directly target the connective tissues that deteriorate with age. For seniors suffering from chronic joint stiffness or that frustrating fluid buildup, tendon collagen delivers results that no supplement can match. A 2022 clinical trial was astonishing. Participants over 60 who consumed collagen-rich tendon stew 3 times a week showed a 63% improvement in joint fluid density, a 41% reduction in knee stiffness, and enhanced walking stability. MRI imaging confirmed regeneration of the soft tissue cushioning around major joints. The body was literally rebuilding itself, and these results did not take years. Most participants noticed improvements in under 30 days. That is the power of this food. But, and this is the most important part, its power is locked away. You cannot simply grill it like a steak. In its raw state, it is tough and indigestible. The collagen must be released. They must be slow cooked, simmered in broth for many hours, 8 to 12 hours, until they transform. This slow, patient process breaks down the tough fibers into pure, absorbable gelatin and collagen peptides. Once tender, they can be chopped into soups, stews, or noodle bowls. The flavor is rich and deeply satisfying. If you are new to them, start with small portions. Mix them with familiar things, like bone broth or soft vegetables. Beef tendons rebuild what time has worn away. They restore the gliding surface in your knees. They tighten the connective tissue around your ankles, and they refill the cushion that keeps your hips from grinding. It is not trendy. It is not flashy. But it is the strongest collagen delivery system nature has to offer. And your joints, if you give them this gift, will feel the profound difference. So there you have it. 8 real foods. 8 powerful keys to rebuild your body's foundation. From the humble egg yolk that provides the workers, to the beef tendon that provides the strongest steel. No pills, no gimmicks, just real, proven, collagen-rich nutrition. But the most important lesson is not about any single food. It is about a fundamental truth. Your body is always trying to heal itself. It never gives up. The aches, the swelling, the stiffness, these are not signs that your body has failed. They are signs that it has run out of materials. You are the master builder. These foods are your materials. You just must give your body the fuel to do its sacred work. So, I ask you, which of these foods will you add to your meals this week? Let me know in the comments. We are reading and replying to every single one. Your journey can inspire another. Do not be overwhelmed. You do not have to do everything. Start with one. Just one. Let that one small change build momentum. Let your body feel the difference. It will ask for more. Because one conscious choice is all it takes to begin the process of rebuilding. If you want more senior-focused health tips that actually work, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications because you are not done yet. Your body is not done yet. And your legs, they deserve a second chance to carry you to beautiful places. If you have questions or want to share your own experiences, please leave a comment below. Remember the crumbling wall. You now have the mortar. Go and rebuild. Thank you for watching. Silence is silence. Have you ever paused to wonder about the profound intelligence hidden within your own body? A cut on your finger heals perfectly, almost without a thought. The blueprint for repair is flawless, yet the chronic damage deep inside in our joints, our arteries, our organs does not seem to follow the same rule. Why do some of us age with grace and vitality, while others simply decline? We have a simple word for this aging, but I have come to believe that is a dangerously incomplete answer. After a lifetime of observation, I believe the body can enter a state I call regenerative resistance. It is a state where the cells forget their original instructions. They forget how to heal themselves. For decades, I searched for the key to break this resistance, not in a laboratory, but in the wisdom of nature. And I found it, not in a single cure, but in a language, the ancient, powerful language of food. This language speaks directly to your cells. It reminds them of their purpose. It breaks the resistance. Today, I will not give you a prescription. I will give you a key. 5 keys. In fact, 5 humble foods that hold the power to unlock your body's full potential for healing. We will learn how these foods command your body to regrow its own precious stem cells, how they cut off the fuel supply to microscopic cancers, effectively starving them into silence, and how they instruct your metabolism to burn that deep, inflammatory fat for clean, vibrant energy. This is not a diet. This is a conversation with your own biology. A conversation that can awaken the doctor that lies dormant within you. It begins with a single choice, a single bite, a single message of healing. This is the knowledge that can change not just the length of your life, but the quality of your years. Pay close attention. The first key may be the most surprising of all. Let us begin. Before we unlock the keys, you must first understand the locks. There are 3 powerful systems in your body that dictate how you age. The first is your stem cells. They are the master blueprints of your body, your internal repair crew. When you are young, they are abundant and active, constantly replacing old or damaged cells. But as we age and our bodies become inflamed, our stem cells can go dormant. They stop listening. This is a critical reason why our healing slows. The repair crew is still there, but they are asleep on the job. Our goal is not to create new stem cells, but to awaken the powerful ones we already possess. The second system is angiogenesis, the growth of your blood vessels. These are the roads that deliver life. In a healthy body, this system is perfectly balanced. It builds roads where needed and prunes them where they are not. But cancer is a master hijacker. It tricks your body into building new roads directly to the tumor, feeding it, allowing it to grow from microscopic and harmless to large and deadly. So, angiogenesis can be your greatest ally or your most dangerous traitor. It all depends on who is in control. And the third system is your fat, but not the fat you can pinch. I am speaking of visceral fat. This is not simply stored energy. It is a metabolically active organ, a hidden factory of inflammation. It constantly leaks inflammatory signals into your bloodstream, creating a state of chronic low-grade fire. This fire puts your stem cells to sleep, and it pours gasoline on the embers of cancer. Do you see? These three systems are deeply interconnected. They are a web. When they are in balance, you have vibrant health. You regenerate. You thrive. But when one falls out of balance, it pulls the others down with it. This is the root of regenerative resistance. But what if I told you there are foods that can speak to all three systems at once? Foods that act as master conductors of this beautiful orchestra. Let us now discuss the first key. Our first key is not found in an exotic jungle, but perhaps in your own garden. It is the humble, dark, and profoundly powerful Concord grape. In Eastern tradition, we have always known that the deepest colors in nature often hold the deepest medicine. Do not be fooled by its sweetness. Its true power is not in the flesh, but in the dark, protective skin. This skin is a treasure chest of compounds called polyphenols. These are not simple nutrients. They are biological instructions. They are messengers that speak directly to your DNA. First, let us see how they speak to your stem cells. These polyphenols act as a wake-up call. They signal your body to mobilize its own repair crews, sending them out to mend aging tissues and quiet inflammation. This is the very essence of regeneration, awakening the potential that is already there. Now, let us look at angiogenesis. In this arena, these same polyphenols are masterful guardians. They are powerfully anti-angiogenic. They tell the body, you are not permitted to build a road to this tumor. They starve cancer at its very root. Long before it can ever become a detectable threat, this is not an attack. It is a restoration of balance, a defense of your natural borders, and finally, what of the hidden fire of visceral fat? Here, the polyphenols act as metabolic conductors. They help improve your body's sensitivity to insulin, signaling your fat cells to stop hoarding fuel and start releasing it to be burned as clean, efficient energy. You turn a liability into a source of power. This is not just traditional belief. A compelling study from the University of Florida demonstrated this very effect. They found that compounds in these grapes could help the body burn fat more efficiently and reduce the low-grade inflammation that visceral fat creates. It is not magic. It is simply giving your body the correct information and trusting its innate intelligence. The application is simple. A small glass of 100% Concord grape juice. A handful of the fresh grapes. But remember, choose the darkest ones. The color is the signature of its power. One key, speaking 3 languages of healing. Now, let us move to the treasures of the ocean. From the humble earth, we now travel to the cold, deep waters of the ocean. Our second key is found in the relentless power of fatty fish, like wild salmon. For centuries, cultures that lived by the sea, the people of Okinawa, the Inuit of the Arctic possessed a vitality that puzzled the world. The secret was in their diet. Their strength came not from the fish's muscle, but from the precious golden oil it contains omega-3 fatty acids. Do not think of omega-3s as mere fat. Think of them as master regulators. They are the body's great peacemakers. Their primary, most profound role is to extinguish inflammation, the silent smoldering fire that is the root of nearly all chronic disease. Remember our dormant stem cells. They cannot awaken in a house that is on fire. By creating peace, omega-3s provide the safe harbor your stem cells need to awaken and begin their repair work. They calm the storm. For angiogenesis, omega-3s are subtle disruptors. They do not attack. They interfere. They disrupt the communication pathways that tumors use to demand a blood supply, leaving the cancer isolated and weak. It is a quiet, elegant strategy. You are not fighting the tumor. You are simply refusing to answer its call. And for the fire of visceral fat, omega-3s work on a deeper level. They improve your cell's sensitivity to insulin. This is critical. It is like fixing the lock on the door of your fat cells. You are switching your body from a state of emergency fat storage to a state of calm, efficient fuel burning. But a word of caution: the source matters. The wild salmon that fights the current is rich in these oils. Farmed salmon, often raised on an unnatural diet, may not hold the same power. Choose wild when you can. The application does not need to be complex. A small portion, 2 or 3 times a week. You are not just eating a meal. You are investing in cellular peace. You are calming the internal storm. The wisdom of the ocean is simple. A calm sea allows for the greatest life to flourish. Now, we return to the land to explore a common vegetable with a most uncommon secret. A vegetable that does not just feed you, but activates the pharmacy within you. We return now to the land. Our third key is a vegetable so common, its profound power is often overlooked. Broccoli. For generations, we knew it was healthy. We spoke of vitamins, of fiber. We were correct, but we were only seeing the surface. The true secret, the eureka moment for science, was found not in the mature plant, but in its young sprouts. Scientists at Johns Hopkins University were searching for what made this vegetable so protective. They found a compound, almost by accident, a compound called sulforaphane, and this compound changed everything. It is not a nutrient. It is an activator. It does not feed the cell directly. Instead, it flips a master switch in your DNA called the NRF2 pathway. Imagine one single compound activating over 200 of your body's own protective and detoxification genes. You are not just eating a vegetable. You are awakening your own internal pharmacy, your body's own forgotten wisdom. This genetic shield protects your precious stem cells from the rust of aging, allowing them to function as they were designed for cancer. Sulforaphane's message is direct and ruthless. It triggers a process called apoptosis. This is programmed cell death. It is an order sent to the cancer cell, telling it, your time is over. Self-destruct. It does not fight the cancer. It convinces the cancer to eliminate itself. A profound difference. And for the fire of visceral fat, sulforaphane works on the master detoxification organ, your liver. It enhances your liver's ability to process fats and neutralize the inflammatory compounds that visceral fat produces. You are essentially cleaning the filter of your body, which allows your entire metabolism to run more smoothly. Now, for the application. While mature broccoli is good, the sprouts are the true powerhouses. A small handful of sprouts can contain as much sulforaphane as pounds of the mature vegetable. They are concentrated intelligence. Add them to a salad. Blend them in a smoothie. The amount needed is small, but the effect is large. A word of caution: do not overcook them. High heat can destroy the very enzyme needed to create sulforaphane. Eat them raw or lightly steamed. Such a small thing, to hold such power. The power to command your own genes. Now, let us turn to a ritual for the mind that also heals the body. Our fourth key is not merely a food, but a ritual, an ancient practice for clarity of mind that, as science now shows, also brings profound healing to the body: green tea. For centuries, Zen monks in Japan have used this ritual to sharpen their focus during long hours of meditation. They knew its power long before we had microscopes. And we must be specific. I speak not of a simple tea bag, but of matcha, where you consume the entire powdered leaf. You are drinking the plant's own life force. The secret lies in a class of compounds called catechins, and the most powerful among them, the general of this green army, is a molecule called EGCG. EGCG does something remarkable for your stem cells. It protects and can even rejuvenate their mitochondria, the tiny energy factories inside them. By keeping your stem cells' energy high, you keep their regenerative potential young. You are, in essence, recharging your body's batteries. This is not just about repair. It is about maintaining the very capacity for repair over a lifetime. For cancer, EGCG is a uniquely intelligent warrior. It does not just fight the soldiers. It targets the general. It has been shown to disrupt the self-renewal pathway of the cancer stem cell, the very root that allows a tumor to grow back after treatment. This is profound. We are not just shrinking a tumor. We are preventing its return. This is true prevention. And for the fire of visceral fat, green tea acts as a gentle thermogenic. It tells your body to turn up its internal furnace. It helps your body access and burn stored fat for energy, particularly that deep, inflammatory visceral fat that fuels disease. The result is not just weight loss, but an increase in clean energy and mental clarity. But again, the form matters. A tea bag gives you only a fraction of the power. With matcha, you are consuming the entire leaf, receiving 100% of its protective compounds. The ritual itself is medicine. The act of preparing it calms the mind and prepares the body to receive its benefits. One small bowl a day. It is a moment of peace that sends a powerful message of healing to every cell. The monks were right. What calms the spirit can also fortify the body. And now, for our final key. We look to the very symbol of life's concentrated potential, a food that holds the blueprint of an entire tree within its shell. Our final key is perhaps the most profound symbol of life's potential. It is the simple nut, and specifically, the walnut. Think of what this is. Nature has packed the entire blueprint of a magnificent tree, its roots, its trunk, its leaves into this small protective shell. It is concentrated life, concentrated intelligence. And when we eat it, we partake in that intelligence. Unlike our previous foods, the walnut's power is not in one star compound, but in its symphony. A perfect orchestra of healthy fats, fiber, and unique polyphenols. This combination of nutrients creates the ideal environment for your stem cells. It is like providing rich, fertile soil for a precious garden. The healthy fats build strong cell membranes, while the antioxidants protect them from the rust of daily living. Oxidative stress. You are not just activating them, you are preserving their longevity and their power for the future. For cancer, the walnut's orchestra plays a different tune. Its unique plant sterols and acids interfere with cancer growth pathways. They help create an internal terrain where it is difficult for microscopic cancers to take root and flourish. Again, it is the synergy, the fats, the fiber, the minerals. They all work together to defend your body's balance. And for fat burning, the walnut is a master of satiety and blood sugar control. Its fiber slows the release of sugar into your bloodstream, preventing the spikes and crashes that lead to cravings and fat storage. The healthy fats signal to your brain that you are full and nourished. This is true appetite control, not forced restriction. For the application, there is a simple, ancient trick to unlock their full potential. Soak them. Soaking raw nuts in water for a few hours helps to neutralize enzyme inhibitors, making them easier to digest. And unlocking the full spectrum of their life-giving nutrients, it awakens the seed. A small handful a day is all that is needed, as a snack or added to a meal. And with that, we have our 5 keys. each one a master key in its own right. But together, they form a powerful language of healing that your body has been waiting to hear. But this knowledge is useless if it remains only as information. Now, we must discuss how to turn it into wisdom. So, there they are, the 5 keys. The dark grape, that speaks the language of polyphenols. The fatty fish, that brings the peace of omega-3s. The broccoli sprout, that awakens your genetic pharmacy. The matcha tea, that fuels the mind and fortifies the cell. And the walnut, that holds the blueprint of life itself. But if you remember only one thing from our time together, let it be this. These are not just foods. They are information. Every meal you eat is a message you send to your biology. You can send a message of inflammation and confusion, or you can send a message of healing and order. This is not a diet, with its rules and restrictions. That is a language of fear. This is a language of conversation, a daily conversation with your body, where you listen to its needs and provide it with the information it requires to thrive. I am over 100 years old. I have not lived this long by fighting my body. I have lived this long by learning to partner with it, by learning its language. This knowledge is not a burden. It is a liberation. It means you are the architect of your own health. You hold the power to break the regenerative resistance. The power is on your plate at every meal. Do not feel you must change everything at once. That is the path to failure. Start with one. Choose one key, one new ritual. Practice it. Feel the difference. Let that small victory build your confidence, because one small, conscious choice can create a ripple of healing that touches every system in your body. The body wants to heal. It is its nature. All we must do is give it the tools and get out of its way. This is not about living forever. It is about living fully, with vitality and clarity. For all the years you have, the power to regenerate has always been within you. Now, you have the keys to unlock it. Choose wisely, live well, and thank you for allowing me to share this journey with you. Silence.
Sugar is everywhere, in our breakfasts, drinks, and celebrations. But what if this sweet comfort is silently damaging us from within? Some experts say sugar is more addictive than cocaine. Is that hyperbole, or are we collectively underestimating a silent epidemic? Can sugar lead to addiction, obesity, heart disease, and liver failure, just like tobacco once did, before we knew the risks? Why is it that while type 2 diabetes is exploding worldwide, the food industry keeps pushing sugar-laced products? In this video, we go beyond trends and tackle the question scientifically. What really happens to your body when you give up sugar for 14 days? This is not a detox fad or celebrity diet. This is about physiology, cellular pathways, and real clinical outcomes. The most surprising part: it only takes 3 days without sugar to trigger a metabolic shift at the enzyme level. Mood swings, brain fog, cravings. What if they weren't just emotional or psychological, but biochemical reactions to sugar? Your belly, skin, and energy levels are speaking louder than your taste buds. Are you listening? What if you could feel noticeably different inside and out in just 14 days? Your liver, brain, and even kidneys respond almost instantly to the absence of sugar. But is it too late to reverse the damage? So I ask you, are you ready to give it up for 2 weeks? What might change, and what might never be the same again? When was the last time you craved broccoli the way you craved a donut? There's a reason, and it's chemical, not character. Each time you consume sugar, your insulin spikes, then crashes. That crash signals your brain, feed me more now. Even after a full meal, you feel unsatisfied. Why? Because sugar has hijacked your hunger cues. The more sugar you eat, the more your body demands it. It's a loop, self-sustaining, hard to escape. But once you stop feeding that loop, something miraculous happens. Hunger fades. real hunger emerges. Without sugar, blood, sugar levels normalize. And with stability comes clarity, both physical and emotional. You wake up without that desperate need for coffee, cereal, or muffins. You wake up in control. At the neural level, hunger begins to align with actual energy needs, not reward-seeking behavior. Your meals change. You no longer eat for the sugar rush, you eat for nourishment, for focus, for fuel. And surprisingly, saying no becomes easier, not because you force yourself, but because the desire fades. Yes, some people feel withdrawal, but unlike drugs, the discomfort fades quickly, often within 3 days. By day 5, the noise is gone, cravings are quiet, and for the first time, hunger feels honest. Every time you eat sugar, your pancreas responds by releasing insulin, the hormone that opens cells to receive glucose. But over time, your cells get overwhelmed. They start resisting insulin's call. This is insulin resistance. You may not even know it. Your blood work may look fine, but deep down, your cells are starving. It's as if your body locks its doors from the inside, refusing entry to the sugar it once accepted eagerly. That sugar doesn't disappear. It floats, damages vessels, feeds fat cells, and ages your organs from within. High insulin over time leads to inflammation, clogged arteries, and eventually disease. This isn't just about diabetes. It's about brain fog, joint pain, and accelerated aging. Ironically, the more sugar you eat, the more nutrient deficient you become. It's a hidden malnutrition. Insulin resistance doesn't just block sugar, it blocks nutrients, vitamins, minerals, and amino acids. So even when you take supplements, your body may not be absorbing them well if sugar is still dominant. Reduce sugar, and nutrient absorption improves. You begin to repair, not just survive. Give it 3 days without sugar, and your cells begin to trust insulin again. The doors reopen. With that, your mitochondria, the energy engines, rev up. You feel more alive, more awake. Sugar damages gut lining too. Removing it gives your digestive tract a chance to rebuild. And when you eat now, your body listens. It absorbs. It nourishes. It thanks you. Stable blood sugar means stable energy, stable mood, and stable health. Even kids feel the shift, from erratic highs and lows to calm focus. And athletes, they recover faster, build leaner muscle, and burn cleaner fuel. The brain also benefits: more focus, memory, and cognitive clarity. One decision, cutting sugar, creates ripple effects across the entire body. So here's the truth. Your body never wanted sugar. It was fighting it all along. Remove the enemy, and your biology returns to balance. It's not magic, it's chemistry. And now, finally, your cells begin to thrive, not just survive. It all begins with the decision to stop feeding the fire and start fueling your future. Most people think losing weight takes months. But what if I told you the first change is water? Lots of it. Cutting sugar sheds water weight fast. Some lose 7 to 13 pounds in 1 week. It's not fat. It's fluid. That's because sugar holds water. Glucose pulls sodium, and sodium holds water like a sponge in your cells. When you stop sugar, your body finally lets go of that excess. Your rings fit better. Your face slims. Even your feet may shrink. That's not fat. That's fluid your kidneys couldn't flush. Now finally draining. Your midsection. It's the first to change. That stubborn belly bulge. It was mostly water all along. Internally, your liver starts dumping fat too. A fatty liver silently shrinks. That's real progress. Visceral fat, the dangerous kind, melts when insulin drops. No sugar means no storage signal, so your clothes fit better, your waist gets leaner. And yes, it happens faster than you've been told. Even with the same calories, sugar stores fat. Remove it, and you start burning instead of storing. 1 notch tighter. That's what happens when your body stops bloating and starts burning. And it's not just the scale. Muscle definition appears. Swelling subsides. Energy rises. Even fat around your heart reduces. Yes, your cardiovascular system thanks you, silently. These signs scale, belt, mirror. They're not vanity. They're feedback. They're biology recalibrated. But beware. Weight loss isn't always fat loss. Know what you're losing. That matters. Your face will tell the story too. That bloated mask. It fades. Your real contours emerge. Some call it sugar face swollen, inflamed, tired. Remove sugar and your eyes speak louder. You wake up with a flat stomach, clear mind, light joints. That's real transformation. Week by week, less puffiness, more energy. Your internal terrain is shifting. All I'm asking is 7 days, no sugar. Watch your body speak back to you clearly. And when you see yourself differently, you act differently. That's when the real shift begins. From cells to skin, from liver to limbs. This is healing from the inside out. What if just one decision could change your shape, your confidence in just 1 week? This isn't about losing. It's about returning to the version of you that always existed beneath the sugar. Do you often feel foggy, distracted, or irritable, and wonder why sugar spikes led to erratic brain signals? That's not mood swings, it's metabolic noise, irritability, sudden anger, anxiety. They're often sugar symptoms in disguise. Once you switch to fat for fuel, your brain runs cleaner, sharper. Focus returns. ADD-like behaviors drop. Mental endurance builds. You'll find your words again. Confidence often starts with clarity. Even children change. Skin, mood, attention all respond to less sugar. Calm returns. Nervous systems settle. Deep focus becomes effortless. Neurogenesis, memory, emotional balance, it all triggered by metabolic healing. Creativity flows when sugar isn't hijacking your rhythm. So ask yourself, have you really been in control of your thoughts? Or has sugar been steering? Because clarity begins right where sugar ends. Acne, greasy skin, sudden breakouts. Everyone blames hormones, but what triggers them? Sugar raises insulin. Insulin raises androgens. Androgens overload your skin. Lower sugar means lower insulin, and your skin. It breathes again. Softness, glow, radiance. These are side effects of metabolic balance. Even professionals notice. Less cover-up needed. More natural tone appears. And for men, sugar quietly destroys testosterone. Tired, puffy, unmotivated. It flips your hormones. Feminizes men, masculinizes women. Quiet chaos in the bloodstream. Fixing hormones isn't just about supplements. It starts with subtraction, removing sugar. Want better skin in 14 days? Sugar may be the missing piece. Clear skin feels good, but the deeper glow comes from within. It's not a miracle, it's biochemistry. Balanced hormones from balanced fuel. So maybe your skin isn't the problem. Maybe your metabolism is. Morning stiffness, joint pain, backaches. Is it just aging or something? We eat. Sugar inflames everything it touches from your blood vessels to your cartilage. Thermal scans don't lie. Cut sugar, and the heat your internal fire cools down. When inflammation drops, so does pain. Suddenly, movement feels natural again. Your blood flows smoother. Oxygen travels easier. Healing begins at the micro level. Could your chronic pain diagnosis be a sugar symptom no one noticed? For some, it takes weeks. Others feel relief in days. What if it worked for you? Lower inflammation means more regeneration. Your body stops fighting and starts rebuilding. Flexibility improves. Energy flows. What once felt stiff now feels alive. Sugar off, fat on. Cells switch fuel and multiply their energy capacity. You start saying yes to stairs again, yes to walks, yes to living. This isn't just about joints. Inflammation leads to heart disease, dementia, even cancer. For many, the pain was silent until it stopped. And that silence is healing. Modern scans confirm it. Cellular repair accelerates when sugar goes away. Even your brain recovers. less fog, more clarity, less stress, more peace. You may reduce your meds. Your body remembers how to heal. Once you let it, you're not too old. You're not too broken. You were just inflamed. Food isn't neutral. It either feeds fire or ends it. Inflammation is not just accidental. It's sugar's legacy hidden, but real. And when that legacy ends, your new life begins. Quiet, grounded, pain-free. Imagine just 14 days creating that change. No pills, no surgery, just food. So now the real question. Are you ready to try a swollen liver, a toxic core? Most don't even know it's happening. Sugar doesn't just spike blood, it stores in your liver as silent fat. This is called non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, and it's rising fast. Take sugar away, and the liver begins detoxing itself. No pills needed. Within 14 days, changes are measurable. Liver enzymes drop. Fat clears. This isn't repair, it's rebirth. Cells grow back younger, stronger, cleaner, and kidneys. The quiet filters of your blood. Sugar slowly shuts them down. Most diabetics suffer kidney damage, but blame only the disease, not the diet. Less sugar, less strain. Filtration improves. The kidneys start breathing again. Even water retention fades. You're not swollen, you're just sugar stuffed. These two organs decide how long and how well you live. Treat them right. More energy, clearer thoughts, lighter body. It all begins with clean organs. When liver and kidneys work, the whole system becomes young again. Forget the number on your birthday. Longevity starts with metabolic clarity. Statistically, sugar is a lifespan thief. Remove it, and life stretches longer. Modern medicine extends life, but nutrition decides the quality of those years. You don't